Hi guys, as promised, today we're going to take a look inside my office. Now consider this was once a single garage. When we bought this house, it had been converted into a bedroom. There was carpet on the floor, there were blinds on the door and windows, and we just found it dark and smelly because it can get a bit damp. And so we've overhauled the whole thing, and today I'm going to take you through how it looks at the moment because I move this place around all the time. Oh, and in the middle, I'm going to talk about some books that I'm reading right now. So stay tuned for that because there's a chance for you to get my dingy secondhand copies. You're welcome. It's like mail time, but with books. Let's talk about this well-worn baby. I actually received this book secondhand from a friend of mine, Danielle. She had finished reading it and wanted to pass it on, and I've still got it, even though my intention is to pass it on. So if you want it, leave a comment. I'll post it to you. First one, something like that. It's Wild by Cheryl Strayed. Now, I've actually read this a couple of times now because I love a good hiking movie, and I feel like people finding themselves in the hills is something that I just love the idea of. So outdoorsy, but not outdoorsy. So I really enjoyed this book, actually. There's so much more to this story than they could ever fit into a movie, and this is actually, it's such a charming read, even though people will be like, charming? What? Yeah, but for me, I just felt, even though the character wasn't the character, even though she really shouldn't be likable, I found her quite likable. And I found, even though her experiences and her, the way that she chose to live her life were quite, I guess, arrogant, for lack of a better word. Yeah, I was always on her side, even though hang on, this is driving me insane. Don't judge a book by its movie. Don't they always say that? Anyway, it's really good. I've read it a couple of times now. I've just finished reading it again, and I think it needs a new home. So if you're interested in reading it, whether or not you've seen the movie, let me know. I'm happy to send it to you. Let's keep this book moving. I should have got Danielle to sign it. Oh yeah, it does. It has her name, so I'll add my name and we can pass it on. The other one I've just about finished reading. I took this one camping with me if you saw my mail time video, which I'll link to. This is The Life-Changing Art Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. Now, when people told me to read this book, there are a few versions. Like, there's one written by a dude as well, whereas this is a parody on Mary Kondo's bestseller, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So in that, it's sort of a satire and it's quite amusing. I actually have never ever read a book where they say fuck so much. And don't get me wrong, I'm a bit of a fan. And I get that I bought a book that's called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. So saying not giving a fuck is going to be quite prevalent, but it's a lot. Like, they say it a lot. So I'm also happy to send this to someone if they want to give it a go. There were some great lessons here about not sweating the small stuff in terms of the things that we let ourselves get so caught up in that take up so much space in our day and in our minds and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of it doesn't even matter. If that's something you're struggling with, I'm happy to send you a copy of this book, whether it be Like, not everyone, obviously. You can have this copy that I took camping. Probably has Inskip sand in it. So, woo, bonus. If you want to read it, let me know, because I'll finish it, because I'm pretty close, but I haven't got there yet. And then I'll send it out to you and you can let me know what you think. And this one could definitely be at home with someone who's struggling to just give up caring about what a stranger thinks about you, that sort of stuff. So let me know if you want it. We'll do a bit of a random... I was going to say the first person to comment, but maybe we'll do some sort of a giveaway. Like, if you want the book, then tell me something about yourself. I don't know. I didn't really want to make it a giveaway, but now it kind of can be. So tell me why you want the book. One book I'm not giving away, and it's one that I waited on backorder for. You may have heard me talk about it on Instagram. This is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls. Now, this is 100 Tales of Extraordinary Women. And I love it so much. It's so pretty. And I've already kind of crapped up my version. See all the little scuffs? It's so beautiful. Oh, I just opened it to Hillary. The Hillary action. Who's this? Yeah, but you see, so it's illustrated. I love this one of Misty Copeland. Look at that illustration. I'm really bad at this camera thing. But yeah. I love this book, and I was so excited to get it. And hearing about all these extraordinary women, and I get that it's still quite American focused in that sense, but it does have some women from all over the world, and I do think it's so valuable for women to claim their place in history. And I know a lot of people are going to eye roll at me for saying that, but it's really true. Women have been written out of history in the same way that people of colour have been written out of history or their experience minimised. So we need to start clawing that ground back, and I really appreciate the opportunity to have something like this that I can read to the kids in my life that helps put women back in the story. Because you know what? They were there the whole time and they just got taken out. And I just think, what a rip off, Anyway, I love it. I got mine from Booktopia. I'm not giving it away, so you're going to have to buy your own. I'll drop a link below. It's so good. Like, it's worth having, whether or not you have kids in your life. So I don't have kids of my own. I have nieces and nephews, and a lot of the younger ones that live near us here are at that age where a good night story is something that they're pretty keen on. So yeah, if you have little people around you, great. If you don't, buy it for yourself. Experience the power that comes with these women and their stories. And I just think, it's just so empowering. It's excellent. It's really, really good. Okay, and the last one, because this one has been like following me. It's Big Magic. So Creative Living Free or Beyond Fear. People talk about this book a lot online, especially online creatives, because we can all feel that experience that is living beyond your fear. When you're creating something or you're doing something, whether it be writing a blog post or creating a course or writing an ebook or sharing your story online, there's a lot of fear that comes with that because, people are judgy, short version. And a lot of stuff doesn't get created because people can't get past that. I feel like that experience sucks. If people could grab these ideas and bring them into fruition, that we'd all be better off. I've heard a bit about the book. I've heard lots of people talk about how they got lots of sort of moments where they went, oh yeah, I do that. Maybe I should stop doing that. And that sort of thing. So I'm looking to do that, and it's a really easy read. I'm only a short way through this book and I'm definitely enjoying it. So let's see if I hang in for the whole book. That's it from me. That's what I'm reading right now. Back to the tour. Can you call it a tour when it's one room and you're just like panning a camera around? That's my office. I hope you enjoyed this look inside, and I'm hoping to bring you more rooms from my house shortly. And not just because Kiki told me that she felt severely ripped off that my house tour was only my living room, dining and kitchen. And a hallway? There was totally a hallway, Kiki. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm releasing new videos every week, and I'm aiming to up that to 2 very shortly. So watch this space.